Okay, welcome back to the shop. It's been a while since I did much work on this Rudall Rose key building project, and just wanted to give an update on stuff. This is one of those projects where I can't just whittle away at it here and there a little bit at a time. I've got to have dedicated time to do everything in big chunks. So between commitments on the calendar and having foot surgery and all sorts of fun stuff like that, this is the first time I've had to get back to it, so I wanted to update people on what's going on. This foot joint is from a flute that is roughly 180 years old. This is wood. This will break if you look at it funny. I am not going to be making levers to fit in here and decide, oh, I'll just tweak that a little bit and bend it and then snap one of these partitions off. So to avoid that, I made an analog out of plastic. I don't know if that's the right word, but I'm going to use it. So it's an analog. This started off 12 inches long, and dimensionally this is a copy of what I need to do. So I have a datum point here, and I measured the end point for all of the keys. So that's what these journals are here. They represent where the end of the key would be, where the end of the key would be here, and where the end of the key would be here. To make things more complicated, I had to get the geometry right to put these slots in. Fortunately, at an interesting twist of fate, I had originally thought that this was all original, but after cleaning it up a little bit, I saw a seam down here where these middle two fingers have been replaced. And big credit to the owner of the flute who I'm doing the work for. He is a luthier. He does guitar and violin work, and he made this replacement piece by hand with a razor saw, and it is really good. Little bit off on the geometry, but we're talking thousandths of an inch. But since I discovered that, I felt a lot better about normalizing stuff in here. This wasn't original, so I could get it to a point where it was going to work well for me. What does that mean? Well, the measurement of these slots here, I don't want to have to make 3 keys that are all different widths to fit 3 different slots. Already this slot here measures like 114, I think, and these two are smaller. They're in the range of 94-ish. So I decided I needed to open these up, partly because they were tapered a little bit. The bottom was wider than the top, so had a pillar file. Just so happens these are slightly tapered, so they're thin on the top, and the fattest point down here is 100 thousandths, and that was perfect. So through much trial and error, I was able to file these slots so they are, and that one's still a little bit snug, but that's my reference. And then when I made these slots, same sort of deal. So that way I know these slots are the same dimension as those. So I can roll my silver to fit these slots pretty darn accurately. When I'm building these keys, this is the one key that came along with the flute. And I'm going to have to, this is the C sharp key, I'm going to have to make the C lever, make the B lever, make the B flat lever. So as an example, hey look, that fits, almost like I knew what I was doing. So I left this blank, but I have the C lever, B lever, B flat lever, and I will have to study the pictures I took and pictures people have sent me from all over, and the plastic castings I made to determine exactly where and how things are going to bend. But the next step is going to be making keys, and we will talk more about that when I get to it.